music Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. You know, it was definitely different than yesterday, right? And we've sold off, right? I mean, the Evergrande stuff, you could see the equities market and the crypto market all dump at the same time. So it was pretty collective, concerted. But really, I mean, like, you know, there's no cause for major concern or anything. If you're talking about the technicals, everything's fine, man. Just all the FOMO moon boys, yeah, I could understand. If you bought at like $68,000, $69,000, I mean, if you bought at $69,000, you're literally talented. Like, I don't even, it was there for like a second. It hit $69,000 in 0 pennies at its highest level on Coinbase. So if you're buying up there, man, it's like you're doing it literally wrong. Like, right? You know that. The people that watch this stream every day know that. And it's like you buy on dips, you buy on some pullbacks, right? You don't buy at peaks. And, you know, at one point today, Bitcoin fell as low as 62,853. It's now at 65,000. It's volatility, very real. Yeah, breakout buyers, but was it, you know, if you're breaking out, I mean, what was the breakout? I mean, look at the daily, you know, it's like, remember the bull flag? You broke out, you're still above it. You didn't even back test it. One thing you are doing though.
Dumped because there was no hay song at 69K. It's obvious.
My God, he's right. Thank you, dude. So, one thing you're trying to do, and this would be historic, chat. We have 49 minutes until this occurs. But maybe, if we're lucky, if the market participants out there will it, if we can close above $64,899, it would be the first successful back test of the old all-time high as support on the daily. It's never happened. And here we are. Like, very, very close to it happening. Until you fall below $60,000, I think you're in really good shape here on Bitcoin still. It's just, again, over-leveraged scrubs, don't know what they're doing, and then the FOMO buyers had to get wiped out. This was nothing. You're only down on the day 2.9%. That is literally nothing. If you want perspective, I'll do it. This is what we do. I shared this to patrons earlier. If you want perspective, chat, let's go back to 2017. Let's go back to literally the same month in 2017. November, it was the month of November 2017. You topped out on the 8th. My God, it's the 10th. So what happened? Bitcoin had, from its highest high to its lowest low back then, a 30% drawdown in 3.5 days. 30%. We're down 2.9% versus 30%. So if you're scared now, you are a child of summer, because back then it was awful. I mean, it took the S&P 500 so long to have a 30% drawdown. This took 3.5 days. So what happened? Did Bitcoin go to zero after a 30% drawdown and a long prevailing uptrend? No. It pivoted and went to all-time highs, even volatility all the way up. Tons of pullbacks before eventually hitting almost $20,000, and then the blow off top happened, and that's it. So for the people that are worried out there, recalibrate, man. What are you doing? Stop. Take it as an opportunity to maybe add to one's position. I mean, it could keep dipping though, as you saw, a 30% drawdown. I mean, hey, this comes down to 61,000. You know, it's never really successfully back tested 61.1 to 61.7 as support.
Obligatory Evergrande China Connect shout out.
What's up, Jeffrey, man? Thanks for the 3. Yeah, what are you gonna do, man? I can't even believe it's like, oh, they're defaulting on everything. It's like, what? I thought we all knew that it was literally Enron. They're Enron, dude. Great. They're frauds and trash, and they're losers, and nothing was gonna come back from it. But then somehow they made payments today in the end after the news occurred. It was the news released or leaked or whatever. Then, like, moments later, there was a retraction where it's like, oh, they actually met some of their obligations right before the deadline. So it's like, great, cool story, bro. Nice fake news being reported. Okay. So Who knows, man? Controlled media. I don't know, man. I'm not worried about it. You know what I am worried about? Bitcoin just making a substantially higher low than the previous lows before it that are discernible. There are multiple ones, right? 58.3, 60,100, 61,400. That's the area where, you know, I'd be starting to look at this a lot more cross-eyed than I am now. I don't care about now. It's all good. I just told you like how incredible it could be if we successfully backtest a level and hold it, the high from April 14th. So that's it. Yeah, like a couple trade setups would get stopped out on this, but at the same time, many assets that have hit their targets from a month before, the third target and stuff, they pull back a little after the third target. Really not that crazy, man. Wipeouts occur.
Maybe China
Washouts.
after watching the stream from last night. Maybe they getting back at us.
Oh yeah, China collectively watched the stream last night. I'll tell you this, who was it? Someone tipped yesterday, and I'll say shout out to them because they asked, they said, hey, bear shark at PCZ or something? And I said, yeah, it's there, but, and I think both arguments are still valid. The one I presented, I'll show you again. But dang, man, the thing is, though, it went higher, right? But that's right around the pattern completion zone, reaction low, reversal low, and then the sell-off. But something, you know, what happens in bullish patterns or bearish patterns and bullish trends, they underperform and sometimes they're unreliable. But if something like this plays out, guess what? After the shark is always the potential 5-0. The bullish 5-0 that, guess what, has hit the pattern completion zone at 63,563. That's hilarious. I mean, that is so funny. Remember like the 5-0? What's a 5-0, man? It's like, I mean, if you've been watching the stream like for the past month and a half, you know exactly what a 5-0 is because it was on total forever, right? It was on total. It bottomed out, right? The bearish harmonic pattern sells off, loses 50% of its value, and that is the pattern completion zone of the 5-0. 50%, get it 5-0 from the low point of the structure to that peak. 50%, okay, and rallied. So Bitcoin maybe is doing that because there's the 886 sharks to the 113 sharks. This was just the maximum threshold. So again, man, I mean, you can't be really concerned with it. Even if it goes to 62,282, it's still not a big deal, man. So there's certainly not an edge right now. Really nothing you can do if you want to take a strategic entry, like with a lot of argument behind it, you know. So that's your Bitcoin. Look at the daily on Bitcoin. We looked at already. Okay, it has been unable to really roll, and yeah, I mean, there is maybe an argument if this really is topping out here, you could get some serious bearish divergence. But we're thinking it'll stall out for a while and then start rallying again and continue upward, right? Oh yeah, I was saying. My argument was yesterday. I said, all right, we'll use the higher low now. We're doing this. Yep. Oops. Because we're talking about the crab. I think this is still valid. I don't think this is dead at all. It's still very real. We're eventually, right? It's a wave. It's a large wave. There's so many ups and downs in between the C to D wave, up and down, higher, low, and that's how you know. Like, this is always going to be a valid idea until Bitcoin falls below 59,460. I'm thinking eventually still 72,289. It could just take a while. Are you prepared? If you're impatient, you deserve to lose your money. Because people who try to participate in these markets but are impatient, you are cannon fodder for the people that know what they're doing. All right, you need to learn patience if you don't have it. Stop trading if you don't have it. Learn it. Go listen to Trading in the Zone on audiobook by Mark Douglas on YouTube. Right, go get coached by Paula T. Webb on her website. Or just go read Trading in the Zone, whatever. I mean, these are great times on pullback days like this to say, maybe if you're reacting or responding to this negatively, really bad, maybe you should like invest in yourself. Because like you should have no expectations of this market. We expect nothing.
Come on, we are thrown back 3 days of outgrowth. That's not a setback to cry about. 0.024836999 LTC.
What's up, Travis Scott? Really weird. That dude. Hard to really get behind his music anymore, even though it was pretty good. I used to like it. I don't know now about the whole Houston thing. I heard he kept playing when the stampede was happening. That's crazy, dude. He didn't stop. Anyway, so I think in time you'll eventually probably just make a higher low than the previous lows and roll again and make much higher highs and price discovery will recommence, but it's just not today. So get over it. All right. So yeah, I gotta put the sound clip, of course.
I like turtles.
We like turtles. Sorry.
Bow to your sensei.
What did it do though? Like what did freaking Total do that's so cool? I mean, it goes up and hits what, chat? You remember we had the high to low, and you know, Bitcoin was, or Ethereum, sorry, all of it. Total was just like around all the time. I was like, hey, if you break 2.57 trillion, your target's 2.97 trillion dollars to 1272. I mean, it went up and hit $3 trillion, but that was it. And you've caught a reaction there, a very, very minor, insignificant, undiscernible reaction, right? I mean, it's like, what? There's certainly no wave change going on right now. It's still the same wave even after that reaction. So I just don't, you can't be that surprised. Fibonacci extensions, they're real, especially in price discovery where there's nothing else you know, market participants can gauge levels at. I mean, it's numbers, the magic
King
sequence
Dollar
numbers.
DXY chart moved. Should we be scared? Can it go to 100?
I don't know. We'll look at it, Jeffrey. Thanks, man. We'll just put it in the lineup at the beginning. Sure. Thanks, man. So, okay. Asset potential. All right, think about it. If someone was just trading a bullish 5-0, I mean, isn't that a reasonable take profit? So, profit taking levels, people take profit. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to Ethereum. That really interesting. Remember we had that channel. We've had this channel for a while. I mean, for a little while, you know. 1 and 2 on the top, and then just 1 on the bottom, and it really didn't make much sense until the date of October 21st, and really started making sense on the 28th when you got multiple touches again. What's up, Revoltus? Moo, thank you, dude, for the merchandise purchase. Much love. So it's tested again. It was tested today. At its lowest point, Ethereum got to 4461. It's at 4603. Yeah, you don't know. It was definitely tweezer top. That's a literal legendary textbook tweezer top reversal, but it's a tweezer top bearish engulfing candle reversal, and you got the follow through that's pretty kind of confirms it. And a decent amount of volume came in, highest level of volume you saw in your 4 hours since October 20th. But all is well, right? I mean, does anyone care about Ethereum until we fall below 4179? I mean, that's the area. And so it's like, okay, yeah, sure. You're losing your positive momentum. It's been a straight line up since the bottom, you know. Since the bottom, Ethereum appreciated in value 76% in less than 2 months, 6 weeks. Right, so is it really that concerning? No, it's certainly not. The wave hasn't even broken. The daily one wave is still completely intact for now, until something changes, and it could. But when you're above all-time highs, there's just nothing to worry about. I mean, this is why the sound clip exists on the board, right?
You worry too much. Everything is beautiful. There's nothing to worry about.
Okay. So, oh yeah, let's go back to Bitcoin. And this is like when you're really maybe scared, which you shouldn't be, but when you are, just go to the weekly. Go to the weekly, man. What are you worried about? Everything is beautiful on the weekly. You're still up on the week. Yeah, and you really do. I mean, I think eventually to close the week, it would be amazing above the April 12th high of 64,899. It's right there, right? Isn't the ABCD still intact? Yeah, 87.8 target eventually, but we don't put timers on when the assets get there, especially when you're looking at the weekly time scale. It could take another month, 2 months to get there.
What I did on my concert was a satanic ritual. They leave think they win a Vax Warrant shows me to provocatively rub it into all your faces. Too bad Mitre and crypto anarchists will win. Really, I am on your side. Yours, Trav, 0.0319027 LTC.
Oh, well, we're not really into the devil worshipping in here, man. Yeah, that's kind of not our thing. But there are people that do that, I guess. Whatever. I mean, they have. Hey, we have Jesus chimes on stream. They have inverse Jesus chimes on stream. Their own stream. I don't know.
ETH daily bearish.
Oh God, egg. Oh boy. Well, I mean, the daily on Ethereum certainly had bearish divergence. 3-day. God, I mean, it's just like, who cares? I mean, you just had this mega bullish engulfing candle on 3-day confirmed. You know, it's like the flag almost doesn't even exist there. Let's see. Not even visible. Like, just I don't know, man. Like, yeah, there is definitely bearish divergence on the 3-day in development, but dang, man, like. All right, so if you're gonna look at the 3-day, we have to look at the price of like 60,000. I'm sorry, 67,554. Until we get a 3-day candle close below that number, 67,554, this bullish engulfing candle is active. It's real. It's non-invalid until that happens. So you're good. Like, yeah, but definitely, I mean, it's undeniable, dead to rights, classic bearish divergence in development, right? Where you make a high on price, substantially higher high with lower levels of positive momentum. It doesn't mean it's over. I mean, and definitely this stuff can underperform vastly. So yeah, I mean, you got it. Well, last time you had it, you know, last time you had like bearish divergence like this, very similar, you know, what occurred? It was back in February. Right here, you pulled back and then you just rallied to all-time highs over the course of the next 6 weeks. You know, so it just, and made even more bearish divergence on the 3rd peak, and then rallied one more time to, you know, and then there was no positive momentum on the last hurrah on the 3rd peak, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it's there, but it can definitely underperform or not play out at all for a while it keeps rolling higher and keeps diverging, right? So yeah, that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. Nice one, dude. Nice addition. Yeah, sometimes we forget about 3-day, but it can be important. Things can happen. Okay. So moving on. Bitcoin, Ethereum. We looked at Bitcoin on the weekly. Let's look at Ethereum on the weekly real quick, and then let's keep going. Oh my God, dude. I can't believe this news. It's all over for Ethereum. The showing, I mean, God forbid, 4 weeks in a row of higher highs on closes is now being met with one candle of indecision that is still certainly open with 4 days to go till this closes. I mean, I just don't, there is no cause for concern yet. Like, no technical damage has been done despite all this dumping today. And it wasn't really even Bitcoin or Ethereum. It was mainly the altcoins that got devastated, dude. Like, they got down 20%. They're up from that. I mean, most are. Some were down like 20%. None are down that much anymore. Like, they were down. And that's like big stop hunts, liquidations, wipeouts. Washouts have to occur. That's okay though, because these wipeouts, these washouts occur. Give it a few days. Oftentimes, edges occur on the assets that are making just substantially higher lows than their previous lows before. Some look kind of crap. I mean, I scanned briefly for a little bit to see. Most are okay, and then some kind of gross, you know. We'll look.
Australia has fallen.
What's up, James? Hold on. Thanks for the 373. Has it? Is that on the
I
news
sold
today
my
or
soul
something?
and I regret it. I would want to come back on Jesus' side. I hope my donations do a little well. I am forced to do all that satanic shit. I want out of it. Kardashian have my soul bound. Donating here is the only way out. 0.03206405 LTC.
Dang, dude. Thanks, Travis.
Sentiment is very bullish.
Thank you, man, for the crypto contributions. I didn't know you were in crypto.
Also, THR MasterCard news. So long-term crypto is the future. Short-term volatility is part of markets.
Yeah, again, dude, like, the headline is, what are you worried about? Oh my God, Evergrande, Enron, I mean, Enron, Evergrande, same thing. One's American, one's Chinese, great. It sucks, you know, but I just, anyway, let's go to, you know, Cardano that had a nice, nasty dump. excuse me, 8.5% after hitting what? An inflection point of 230. We knew, like, hey, you flip a coin, there's a good chance it could go to 230 or it could go to 188 again. Well, it went to 230, you know, and then what did it do right there? It reversed and it's pulled back, you know, got as low as 193, but it's already up to 207 again. But the closer you are to 185, 188, the better things are, right? I mean, for an opportunity to strategize a long entry and a stop loss. So it's still making a substantially higher low than just the previous local low from November 5th and 6th. That's pretty awesome. Give me that higher low again. So we got accumulation maybe going on Cardano down here near the level that's very important that must be held. Hey, and what'd you do locally? Shoot, even a little more than locally, you made a higher high than the previous high. You're making higher lows than the previous low. Some stuff's starting to change a little bit on Cardano, right? We've just been like gross. This sucks. The whole correction, because right, so many other assets are making higher highs, higher lows consecutively. This one wasn't, but now maybe it's time to start monitoring Cardano again because it's starting to do things that are different than what it was doing before. So that's your Cardano update. And you're kind of right now in the dead middle between 188, 185, and 230. So it's really tough here. Okay, let's go to BNB. It's down almost 5%. 639. It up-thrusted through an old high. It was at one time an all-time high, April 12th, when Bitcoin topped out. And it is well below that and has still holding somehow above the April 12th candle high close. It's pretty good, but you just gotta know, man, like, if you know, what do I do here on Binance? There's no edge. I mean, maybe eventually if it pivots here and holds that, hidden bullish divergence could develop, but these are just not really good areas. I mean, you're way off, man, way off a good entry, the best optimum entry, right? You're looking for momentum to be bullish, right? You break resistance and, you know, after pivoting, making substantially higher lows than previous lows, and then a pullback for the back test while the momentum's bullish, right? And that's the entry areas. These are great entry. Maybe even here, right shoulder, you know, identified. And who knows? I mean, this one was kind of tough, you know, back test of the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders maybe. But now it's just, hey, I hope 597 holds and everyone's good. But for the trade, it's done, right? All four targets were hit. And if one traded this and they exited, they made 89% on their money, right? Their money, their trade, their position appreciated in value almost 90%. And we're talking in less than 40 days. That's really good. You can't ask for anything better than that. So yeah, if after things like that happen, pullbacks occur, volatility, sure. Going to happen. It went higher, a little bit higher than the fourth target. So I'm just talking about this, right? It's like, yeah, there were a great time to enter. Not anymore. It's like, hey, remember where we are? $600, 638. Why 638? Because look like the April high makes sense for a good fourth target. And there you go. I mean, it's like fourth target hit. If it pulls back and loses half its value, does it matter to the trader? No. Even if it loses half its value, you know, from that low to high, it's still a valid uptrend until this asset falls below the previous discernible swing low on the 27th of October around 430. So there's just so much downside, and it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even be a big deal. The trend would not be in jeopardy, and it could go a lot lower. So it's just, this is what happens. So those are your big four. The internet, of course, miraculously or ironically today when Bitcoin dumps is fine. There's no lagging issue. I don't have to restart my internet, of course. Okay, so more elephants in the room. The S&P 500 also selling off. Nice reaction at the 1.618. Beautiful so far. You gotta love it, man. Let's see how, if the money printer goes burr, if the trend is too hyper bullish, let's see how much it underperforms here. But you gotta love that, right? A 1.618 golden mean ratio, an area where historically assets do react there, and it did occur this time. So now we would Fibonacci from the low point of the structure to the top, and you haven't even made a 23% retrace yet. So it's just like still not even valid as a swing high yet until you get maybe to 46.14. And you think even no matter where it goes, maybe it goes in back tests September 2nd's all-time high as support, because it's never really done that on a pullback. Maybe it does that in rallies. But yeah, bearish divergence on the 4-hour. Man, that's a great combo. When you have bearish divergence on like the MACD histogram, and you're at the pattern completion zone of an extension harmonic. I mean, it's like good combination for, you know, hey, it seemed to make sense why it might reverse there. Buyers are implying they're exhausted at a deep fib extension. Pretty cool. All right. Dow Jones Industrial, after hitting the 1,414 fib extension, pulls back, fills a gap. There's not a gap until 35,263 again. You could always come and back test 35,646, the high from August 13th. You know, if you're talking about a harmonic, I think eventually it could see 36,924. This is such a minimal, nothing burger pullback so far. It's really, even on the S&P, it's not even a big deal. No technical damage done on the index funds. But yeah, you can see the NASDAQ sold off harder than those, but it's been underperforming on the way up, and now it's outperforming on the way down, or underperforming, whichever way you want to talk about it. It's selling off harder than the others. So this could be headed for a crash landing to 15,399 to back test it, because it's never done it. Market participants don't know if this is a support. They want to go try it. Oh god, dude. I don't know why you would do this to me. Yeah, we'll look at it. Thank you. We got 24 minutes till your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the coverage of this stuff, hit that like button, that bell, that sub, whatever, man. All right, we got pullbacks going, you know, at fib extensions. All right, crazy. Russell 2000, I'm sure, took a pullback, and it did. All right, around the PCZ, pattern completion, dude, I would not be surprised if this goes to 2361 for a back test. It wouldn't be weird. There was no bearish divergence up here either. That's pretty cool. So you pull back, you pivot, and you rally. You attempt to rally, and you either double top out 2458 a little bit higher and then really dump, or you just invalidate it and just go to insane levels on a very real breakout of a trend you've been confined in for the entire year. I mean, starting in February at least. So, all right, you got to sell off. Bitcoin and crypto followed or in suit at the same time. One thing that's interesting though is gold. Gold has broken out above a neckline of a confirmed double bottom now, and the target's $1,900 to $1,920. I mean, that's probably where it's headed. We knew like the weekly looked good, looked really good, you know, and it's just like all you can do is be patient here, patience. But like, while assets and crypto maybe appreciate in value, they double up, triple up, quintuple up. This goes up 5%. You know, like, oh, it goes to all-time highs, but like, you know, it's been 6 months, and like the entire like crypto cycle has played out. Life-changing money, new millionaires, all that crazy stuff, and then gold's still just, oh, we're barely getting all-time highs now. All right, really slow. So opportunity cost, owning gold to try to long it for, you know, appreciation of your portfolio and your wealth. You know, duh, it's like huge cup with handle, man. Sure. Yeah, eventually all-time highs, eventually 2600, but how much older are we all gonna be then? And we might be a lot older. So that's the only issue with gold, is yes, it's certainly extremely bullish on the chart technically, but slow going, $10 trillion market cap asset. So, okay. What's up, Space City? Thanks, man, for the kind words. Thank you for the support. Okay. So now we can, I guess, start with some requests. I mean, obviously, oh, it's a dump day, so everyone's poor. You know, whatever. Everyone's scared. No hype. So these are like, ugh, not the easiest days to stream, but we do it anyway. First request for real was, I guess, the DXY. That, yeah, it's beautiful, man. I mean, look at the successful back test of the confirmed double bottom. You have breached the 200-week moving average. You're breaching it for the first time since you fell below it July 13th, that week. The target eventually on this is $97, $97.30. 100% measured moves right around there. I mean, it's... The TA is being extremely well respected. It's just really slow going, man. This is beautiful. I mean, it's literally a specimen of a bullish shark, falling wedge, breakout, confirmation low, sellers exhausted at inflection points. Literally the dream, man. The dream. And so, yeah, there could be substantial upside. Looks like this asset just needs to breach above 94.94, which is this little peak from November of 2017. I don't know. It's not really that big of an inflection point because clearly, look, historically, the asset does not regard it much ever as a resistance. So yeah, it's there. It's local-ish. I mean, 4 years ago. But you got to break that. Then you're going straight up to 97.30. Yep, people are scared, man. What's up, Vanyo? What's up, Adam, dude?
Noise. $TGTX check, please.
We'll do it. Thank you. TGTX. It's been a minute. I remember stuff about it. So that's it. There you go, Jeffrey, man. The weekly is beautiful. It's like it would have been a position trade investment, you know, if it was any other asset. This is exactly like Bitcoin dominance, though. Do you understand? Like Bitcoin dominance is just behind. Same philosophy, right? Huh. On the weekly, major M shape, multi-year large M shape that goes back to the beginning of its development in January 2018. Then you bottom out. Then you confirm your bottom. That's all you need to know. That means the bottom's probably in on this and will in time eventually see 49.7, 53.13, then 60% market cap dominance, Bitcoin. Yes. Put them side by side. They're identical. Pretty much. And one's just running its course a little bit. It's a little bit ahead, right? So you just get it. I mean, Bitcoin dominance is still completely good. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, now what's happening? Now what's happening on the daily? Extreme amounts, undeniable, hidden bullish divergence that has completely matured to this point. So impending price action continuation is implied on the MACD histogram on Bitcoin dominance, implying it's going up next, not down. All right. Let's see how it goes. Very good. TA being respected. Oh, and to try to decipher exactly what that means on Bitcoin dominance, like there are many things that it could mean, but I'm not trying to speculate on what's going to happen because this is going up. All I know is this chart via traditional technical analysis is implying it has bottomed out for sure. And I mean, like really high probability, stupidly high, and is going to much higher levels in time if you're patient, because it's the weekly, man. Okay, there you go, Jeffrey. Next request is this, unironically this. Okay, so this is almost just like someone posted this to promote it. I wouldn't touch it. Why would you touch an asset that's done this, that's up since October 26th? It got as high as being up 2,000% in 10 days. It's still up 1,300% in 16 days. That's something you don't touch, really. Not you when you, unless you want to gamble degenerately. Sure, go ahead, flip your coin, have fun at the roulette table. But what's taught here is going to the poker table. This is the roulette table, taking along now. So I wouldn't do it, but that's just me. I mean, you can do anything you want, man. But I think you work hard for your money, and you don't want to see it parted. You don't want it to part ways with you. So do you want a 50% chance? It's pretty lame. All right, that's it. There's nothing more to talk about. There's not even data to really look at to analyze it. So great. Thank you, though, Ben. I appreciate it. All right, next request. Oh, Coinbase? Well, maybe there's a lot of data on. It's not even, it's terrible. I mean, in terms of requests, it's great that it moons and stuff, but you know, we gotta go to KuCoin for all the data. Seems like I was listening on Coinbase somewhat recently. This is KRL. I've never been here before. Krill. I mean, clearly this is not at an area of value. Maybe it's trying to backtest an old local high that was once an all-time high, I guess, as support. Bearish golden candle being painted right now in the 4-hour. I mean, maybe it holds, but I just, anything like this, dude, that's, look, man, you can think about it. Hey, since October 19th, it appreciated in value $1,200, or I'm sorry, 1275%, right? And still, it's up from there 700%. I'm not going to mess with it. It's a low liquidity S coin. Maybe it's back testing S support. Maybe it holds. I'm good. Maybe it holds. If it did hold, then yeah, I guess you'd have to target for 459. If it didn't, if it doesn't hold, probably your next level is 187 to 203. That's it. Maybe there's hidden bullish divergence, but just recently you're starting to build negative momentum again. Gross. Sure, demand line was broken too, you know, just, oh wow, you were right at that demand line. So the demand line and the horizontal line are confluent. That's pretty wild. So it's all about that level. Can it hold? You're good. If it doesn't hold, you're going down another 23+%. All right.
Next, please. It's not dumping with the rest.
Okay, that's cool. No, you're playing poker. You're playing against other market participants. You just can't see them, just like video poker
Coinbase,
or online poker, whatever. And the exchanges are the dealers, and they take the rake, and they can oftentimes do that with creating liquidations and stop loss. So I think poker is probably the best relational entity of gambling to trading, but whatever.
Sorry, I was looking at the 4 hours on Smith. Hidden bullish div on MACD and RSI. But yes, I guess the daily confirms it's a gamble.
It is a gamble. That's all it is, dude. It's just a gamble. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I mean, it's so high, man. Like, look for things that are just have not done that crazy, insane buying climax. They're out there. They're presented here like every day on stream. Every day. TGT. Well, I mean, this one was like, yeah, I know people were requesting it way back before it broke out. When it broke out and went to the next level. And it's right. Anything above $30 though could be interesting-ish. Okay, so until this asset starts making consecutive higher highs or lows, it's gonna be a little tough to. Let's see how we're gonna. It did break a supply line. That's nice. Supply line broken and back testing levels as support. Interesting. Kind of interesting here. Is that divergence? It looks like it on the daily, but yeah, anything above 29.66 is in good shape. And I think if it held, for real held and didn't dump again, you know, below $30, this, you know, could look left. There's really nothing here. I mean, there's a local high at $41, but if this held, for sure, the pivots makes a higher low, it could go to $50 again. That'd probably be your target if it did. So it's not too bad. Long-term uptrend, nice correction, but I don't know if it's deep enough. Did market participants see enough value? They V-shaped it really, kind of, and got it back above resistance, but there's no confirmation. You really haven't made a high or low yet. I mean, this could be a peak right here. We don't know it, and it dumps again. And then we'll just, all I can tell you, right? If it's not like perfect the way we always want it to be, all I can tell you about the levels. And if you're above $29.66, $32, you're okay. Below it, you're not okay. You got a lot of downside again. Okay, all the way back down to $20, $21. So that's TGTX. All right. OXT, yeah, it is not dumping. It's crazy looking. It's insane higher lows. But at the same time, this asset is at a major inflection point, 69 to 75 cents. It has not been able to break it really like ever. Like, oh, it broke it, man, for like a couple days, a few days. But in history, this has always been the end for OXT, at least since December 2019 when it was listed on Coinbase. I'm sure there might be more data, but on this chart, it has been unable to ever sustain prices above 75 cents for long at all. So, yeah, really cool to see it outperforming today. It is a little overbought on the daily, but it will be, in 10 minutes, the highest daily candle close since April 18th. So, very significant. And, yeah, you are legging up. I mean, look at these higher lows. Accelerating. So if it does break 75 cents, there's a good chance it could just go to $1, and I know that's where it could start going insane. $2 eventually. You gotta love the weekly on OXT. We've loved the weekly on OXT. Look at the higher lows, the low, the higher low, then the confirmation of a higher low, and even traders settled up higher than the previous low on the confirmation low. And look at it now. I mean, all you gotta do is break 75 cents, and you're probably going to $1, and then, you know, that's a mega double bottom right there. But yeah, it's not really a value. You had your chance. Like, dude, we were at all these coins, man. Like, if you're a member of this community watching the stream in the time of July and June, this was all identified. None of this has changed. None of this was all plotted and looked at many months ago. And look at it now. It's all maturing, but it took months. So at these levels, it's just like you're butting up against a major resistance that you've never truly been able to break before. It's tougher to be like, oh, I have conviction that it'll do it because it's never done it before. But, hey, man, these higher lows, you never know when price discovery and insane breakouts can occur, and it looks like it's trying to. It's up 11% today. And didn't give two craps about Bitcoin dumping. None. Yeah, dude, they're all okay because you all go to the daily and weekly. They're fine for the most part. I mean, they haven't done anything. You know, they sold off and gave back a lot of their gains, but they're just right back to where they were maybe like a week ago. The ones that got hit the hardest. It's really just not that big of a deal if you look at significant time scales. Yeah, 4 hour things could be wiped out. Patterns devastated, wrecked. And stop loss is hit, okay. But other than that, higher lows are still there. That was your OXT. Looks great. And maybe it's time, man. Maybe it is time to break it in Moon. Okay, next one was... see here, let me check here. Well, I mean, it's just kind of like, dude, it's like there were areas like the M shape, the complete reset in an uptrend, and then mooned, and then actually dumped, and then back tested old levels that were once resistance as support, and then on the date of October 27th, you got the most legendary spring back test. And after that spring back test was confirmed, you had a huge markup, you sold off, and you're going insane right now. It's up 128% as I'm speaking to you on the day. Wow. But you can't say this didn't have all the makings of a varsity athlete right here and here, really, because that was the 886. These are the areas we had been marking on all the coins. It did the same thing as all the others. I just don't monitor this one. There's 1,000+ S coins, dude.
I requested this yesterday, but you reviewed the stock, RVP, not the crypto. My fault.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Dean. Yeah, you never know anymore, man, because I'll look at something I think is a stock, and then they're like, it's some S coin. And I'm like, wow, it's at the bottom of the whole trading view list. I didn't know. So, yeah. Well, look at it. Thanks, man. That's what dreams are made of. This is what you're always looking for right here. This is the genius stuff. This is how you can stop working your 9 to 5 when you can identify springs, back test of springs and uptrends. Unreal. Crazy. But no action to take now. What do you want from me? Like it's mooned already. Multiple times. Next one was. Yes, one that is down 9%. If you look at NEO on the daily and beyond, nothing, I can't even tell something happened today. Until NEO falls below 37.32, this thing is bullish as F. Extremely bullish. Do you hear me? This is in a long-term confirmed uptrend. Too many times confirmed as well. So, like, that's it. Like, yeah, it's struggling with that 200-day moving average. You know, it's tough because, you know, the Bitcoin pulled back some, but okay, so all I can tell you, if you're above 37.32 on NEO, you are bullish. If you're below it, your trend is starting to maybe reverse a little bit. It could be. You could be in a midterm downtrend. But for now, a low, a higher low, and even a higher low on the local confirmation low. Still, you have to be bullish. Yep. NEO, you have to be bullish. Really, until it falls below, you know, 44. That's an inflection point. It's really good. I mean, strategic, man. Like that's, hey, someone could just be DCAing into NEO because it looks like it's getting ready to go insane, like XLM, VeChain, all these others. Look at this. I mean, bullish convergence. Look at your weekly candle close, April of 2018. You're above that. You're still breaking it. Yeah, you pull back. You pull back on a weekly. This is it, man. Stage is set. You see this asset. All right. Then we just go, this is not a request, but to play into my point, same market participants, probably right here. Look at this. I mean, XLM. It was doing it today, wasn't it? It was doing it. Now it's down 7%. It was probably like a 40% swing today or something stupid. It was up a lot. I mean, the heights today, it was at 44 cents. It's trying to break a resistance from January 4th, we have 41 cents. And it once this breaks 70 cents, it's probably good. This could go to $1 in time. So strong. I mean, like, yeah, I know there's more data on other charts, but the Binance chart really telling when you old resistance is support and holding as support, positive momentum building on the weekly. Look at this, man.
Acropolis,
RSI is perfect neutral, you know, not in the bullish control zone quite yet.
Scale with the fib channel on the weekly. Definitely want to hear your input. Might just be like every other S coin. 0.00193612 ETH.
It probably is, like all the other S coins. What happened, dude? Oh god. Well, the song's over, I guess.
Thoughts on DGB?
DGB looks great. We looked at it yesterday. One just holds that and collects money in a month or two, just like XLM. One just holds and they collect their money in a month or two on higher prices. Okay. Okay. So next request was a stock. Okay. Not an S coin. At critical levels. Yeah, it's super monk S right here. Yeah, I mean, I reviewed the stock, not the crypto. Oh, you want the crypto? Okay, I got it, dude.
Right, Mitch.
What's up? What'd you say? 64.9. It's trying to. Yeah, you got 2 minutes until we get the first daily candle close back test of all-time highs as support ever. It's pretty good. Yeah, RVP looks great. Yeah, this looks really good. Like, oh yeah, like at least there's enough data to see a low, a higher lows again for a while, and now even higher lows. And it's like a harmonic. It's like, looks like a freaking cipher that like literally hit the PCZ or a sharp.
Amazon, please.
Oh yeah, I mean that's pretty freaking good right there. Yeah. Oh my goodness. No edge on the daily. but this is really good looking. I would think this asset eventually would see 304,136 up here. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think this eventually could see much higher levels. It would be cool to get like a second low and an edge on the oscillators, like where it sells off one more time, you know, and does this. Dude, that would be the best. Like, it could be an NFT. But yeah, it may not do that, but I'm just telling you that's what you're looking for, a confirmation low at this level. And yeah, it's great looking harmonic. Everything looks decent on it, okay? That's freaking perfect there. Kind of well off the PCZ, but if we get another chance, man, it could be I could freaking create a swing trade on this, you know? It's good. Good chart, good request. Yep, for education's sake anyway. This is what you're looking for. These are great requests, right? Assets that are making M shapes at inflection points, not assets that have gone up 5,000% in 10 days or whatever the crap some of these requests were. Those are bad requests. These are amazing requests because everyone here can benefit. And if not from taking action, but from at least me being able to educate you on how to take longs strategically at inflection points so you can strategize your stop losses just below them. Okay, because these have a lot of upside. They can potentially. The ones that are up 5,000%, there's very little upside. It could keep going, but you go ahead and flip your friggin' coin. All right, RVP, nice. Nice, dude. All right, 3, 2, 1. And did it do it? Wow, it did do it, chat. Whoa. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick. Let me just show you here. We have to scale out like crazy. All right, this is a mega scale out, so don't be scared about candles. Okay. So the highest price of all time was $64,899 to the dollar, to the cent, right? April 14th. And then what do we do today on Bitcoin? Bitcoin has confirmed. Traders have settled up. Yes, they have. They settled up higher than that price. That never happened. That's never occurred in the history of humanity. So just letting you know, it doesn't mean Moonsu, doesn't mean, oh my God, we're going to make it or we're going to not dump. I mean, I'm just telling you, presenting the data that just was confirmed seconds ago. Nice back test, chat. Cool. Yeah, I guess we could say hype in the chat for that.
Hype in the chat!
For history, more history made on a dump. Crazy. So remember, for Bitcoin, you cannot be worried at all, like not even close to thinking about worrying until the asset falls below 60,000 and change. That's about it. Like until you get candle closes below that, that's when you know, hey, there's no longer accumulation occurring on this chart. That's what these higher lows signify. More market participants own the asset than they did before. When you start falling below that with confirmation with candle closes, there is no longer the accumulation. So that's why. That's the argument on why you can't be worried. Even if this thing goes down to $61,180 something dollars, that's another level that's never truly been back tested as support from from March. This argument is harmonic, this potential here. It's still valid until you fall below C, which is like 59.5, 60K. All right? We're going to be okay, chat, for now. Whew. Let's see. So next request. This Bitcoin sells off a little bit to start the new day. It happens. It's going to rally. It's going to dump. It's going to do all kinds of things, man. Next request. Well, let's look at Ethereum too, I guess, local on the 8th, right? Again, this one was really cool because it back tested a channel's demand line. There was demand at the demand line. Holy crap. Let's see how it fares. Next request, though, was an S coin called Acro. I know we have data on this. Or like, you know, it's charted, I think. Oof, got hit really hard. And fell below a level that was extremely important that it needed to be above. Okay, Acro right here. It It's still making it like not in jeopardy of the trend reversing, but you certainly could not hold above the inflection point 3.8 to 4 cents, and that's bad, right? Anything above that, there's a good chance you see 6 cents in time, but below it, you gotta wait. You gotta wait till this thing pivots and gets back above that area, and then you can feel confident to believe 6 cents is coming in time. So, yeah. All good. All good. Lots of accumulation, higher lows. As long as it just make on the daily, I mean, this thing could go down to 2.9 cents, 2.6 cents, and still be in an uptrend. The higher, look at the discernible low right there. That's when your trend gets put in jeopardy, when the asset falls below it. All is well till then. Still below that 200-day moving average, but yeah, you need to get back above 4 cents if you want to see fireworks on this. It was very close. Weekly, probably holding this in the next 2 months, it'll be up in value. Oh, Nigerian scammer's at it. He knows I'm live. He's watching, lurking, trying to scam people, trying to impersonate me. I love it, dude. Okay, that's it, man. It's all about the levels on this, and it's not above the level. It needs to be above the inflection zone. Okay, that's it. Just keep making higher lows, and it'll all work out in time. Okay. DGB, which again, bullish as F on it. I don't give a crap what happened today, okay? I don't give two craps what happened today. Oh no, look at it. Nothing occurred. A lot of volatility. Right, intraday, sure. I think 27% swing today or yesterday. That's wild, man. Welcome to the effing show, right, crypto? Other than that, nothing matters. Like you go to the daily and weekly, nothing happened. This thing's making substantially higher lows than the previous lows in a long-term uptrend, and all you gotta do on DGB is go to the weekly. You go to the weekly. There's a bullish engulfing candle that is extremely active still from the week of October 25th until you get a weekly candle close below that candle open. Valid structure, valid Japanese candlestick. You're above 4.95 cents. These highs back from June of 2017, April 2018, July of 2018. It's extremely bullish. Extremely bullish here. I don't care what happened today.
Can you check out dollar?
You're still up on the week. Sure, dude. Yeah, I mean, one's just patient and owns DGB. This asset will, it looks like, over double in value in the next couple months. Why? Because if you look left, there's nothing there but straight up, straight down. Look, straight up, straight down. So, straight up, 139, 139% upside. Minimum, and that's like not even your weekly close. Your daily close was there, I think. So, oh no, it was the weekly candle high close back from January 2018. So, yeah, man, one just holds DGB. It would be an asset that you'll see. Call me in 2 months or so. All right, on DGB.
Area.
Thanks.
Seems to be a significant price area on the daily.
Okay, what's up, Mr. Lincoln? Thanks for 22. We'll look at it. All right. Moonish, soonish, DGB. Oh my God, dude, it's ready. The stage is set for positive momentum to emerge again in much higher levels. Yeah, dude. But if you're not patient, yeah, you're gonna lose. Yeah, you're gonna lose it all, dude. Try to join these markets and not be patient. You shouldn't be here. It's not for you. Go do something else. Go on Instagram or social media and just hang out there. But if you're patient, this is for you. All right, next request is Amazon. Sell off today. Weekly, you can't even tell it happened, man. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, lots of accumulation here. You're at an inflection point. What's happening? There's supply at the level where there might be supply. Unreal.
$. Please, Mitch. Thanks for your hard work.
What's up, Will G? Thanks, dude. Sure, that did suck. You know, that one, like, trying to scam out below that critical level. You know, pretty bad. Not near as good as many others. I think there were way better charts than YFII. DGB is like real as F. That's a real one. So yeah, I mean, got nothing for you besides it's not broken out. It's just at a major level, and hopefully it can just make a higher low than the previous low. This thing's in trouble when it falls below 3286, 3300. Until then, nothing matters. It's all good. You just make a higher low, then you eventually absorb remaining supply and you break out. But I don't know. I can tell you by the levels. That's it. Amazon. You break 3,500, you go to 3736. You break that, price discovery, it's on, dude. If not, there's a lot of downside, isn't there? If you're at the top of a range and it fails to break out, think about the downside potential in time on this asset. Could be 16%. Whoa, I know it's not crypto, but still 16% downside if this is actually gonna be a real resistance. Next one was, oh my god, dude, it's an S coin, I guess, but it's also a stock. Is there any data somewhere else? Nope, just KuCoin. I mean, it dumped. Scamwick, I guess. I guess maybe we'll look at it like that. It's just not that much data. That's not even a real swing high, but clearly it's being regarded as resistance somehow, and not really an edge, not like a bearish edge. I don't know, if you break 2.5 cents, oh, there's a demand line too, probably, right? How do you then, oh god, dude, I guess like that, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. It could come down the demand line. I don't know, man. It really, like, I look at it and I'm like, nothing sticks out. It's like, wow, I can't wait to trade this. I can't wait to be long on JUP, Jupiter coin, when Uranus coin. It's in an uptrend since it bottomed out. If it can stay above 2.5 cents long enough, it eventually could find its way to 5.5 cents. That's it. It's trying to hold a level. You know, it was resistance, 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 and now you're trying to hold it at support. Let's see what happens. If it holds and this uptrend continues, you could see a markup to 5.5 cents, the highest daily candle close ever on June 3rd. Okay, that's it. Jump. FIL. Yeah, dude, it took a hit, man. It took a hit, but kind of reminds me of DGB in a way where it's like, who cares? It didn't really do anything. No damage done, no problem. Yeah, pulled back with Bitcoin. Is still showing accumulation. The stage is set for much higher prices on this one if one's patient. If not, forget about it. You shouldn't even be trading if you don't have patience. If you can't look at this and see it and understand, in time it will be higher. I don't know what to tell you, dude. There's other things you can do with your time and money, and you don't lose it. So all I can do is say practice patience on FIL and many other altcoins, this whole crypto space. I mean, besides the ones that have already played out and gone up thousands of %, there's a lot that haven't yet, like this one, like DGB, like all these others, like ETC, like XOLO, like XRP, like IOTA, like NEO. Patience. That's it. That's your FIL. Oops. Yeah, not pretty on the 4 hour. I mean, but really, again, it's like, oh, who cares? It didn't do anything. It just made another higher low for now. It's just stop hunts, liquidation hunts, things that I'm just not concerned about on this. I don't care about anything until this asset falls below like $55, $52. Like, it's so bullish above that level. It is so bullish. You can't be bearish on this asset till it falls below $52. That's it. Okay, next one, and it's the last one. Yeah. Oh, what a scam. What a freaking scam. This one's just like trash, man. It's like, oh, well, nothing you can do, man. I'm just going to keep stopping people out and just going to keep holding above this level until it breaks it eventually. Dude, I'll tell you, this thing falls below 36.82. You want nothing to do with it. If it keeps scamming like that, it's really hard. All it's doing is stopping people out because it makes sense to have a stop loss below that level because of where it could go. But if it just scams out and rallies, it could rally and go to 46.83 in the same amount of time it dumped from 4,400 to 3,500. It'd go all the way up again. So it's just really scammy right now, man. I hate that price action, even though it's clearly at a critical level. If it holds, it can go to 46.83. If it doesn't, it goes to 27.58. That's all I can tell you about this level. Wow, man. Stuck. That's it, man. Thank you, Will. And thanks everyone else for the contributions. I've been live for over an hour and 11 minutes. If you're enjoying the coverage, hit that like button, the bell, that sub on this sell-off day where not just crypto, but stocks fell too. Gold was up a little bit. Gold, the real hedge, man. You can't be scared. And we did just successfully on the daily back test 64,899 and closed above it. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, well, but it's been there forever. And it's like, oh, it confirms the bottom. It doesn't matter. Spring back test doesn't matter. Just it dumps and crashes and goes below that level and comes back up. It's just like almost, it's like YFI. It's almost untradeable because of that. The stuff, like the way the price action's occurring at that level. Like most time assets do not do that. Like they just don't do that for that long. This one's just stuck, fixed price, scamming everyone out. So it's not really a good asset. I don't like that behavior. There find other assets that don't do scammy stuff like that. Better assets than YFI, despite where it's at. I know like Holden's gonna go up again, man. After stop everyone out, great, dude. Or it doesn't do anything and rallies a little bit, then does it again and again and again and goes nowhere while other assets rally substantially. All right, so that was it, man. Last request. Been a pretty good stream, man. I mean, I think we put some education in and some decent requests and all that.
Yo, Mitch, can you check out Algo? Thanks, man.
Yeah, look at Algo Rand. Sure. It was gonna do it, man. It was gonna be the contender. 204, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it, chat. It's time to go to 240 and macro. Breakout buyers wrecked, obliterated, lost their homes. But now it's back testing 184 as support, which is pretty interesting. 184. What is 184, chat? The old all-time high from February 12th. Look at that. It's there, man. Just going to keep selling off. If Bitcoin sells off. If Bitcoin holds on, this thing's going to rally. It's going to make another higher low and break 204 and eventually go to 240. And then above 240, it's going to be at 254. So it's just like the higher lows are still intact. There's no technical damage besides a little, it's not even damage. If it's a fake breakout, that's not damage. Like damage is like when you take out previous discernible swing lows, which you clearly haven't yet. That will happen if Bitcoin keeps dumping. But if Bitcoin just hangs on, Algo's going to pivot and probably go test 204, break it, go to 240 and beyond. So that's it. No damage, no problems here. No, like you go to the weekly, daily on most of these coins, like it's almost like nothing even happened. All right, only for the crazy people checking 15-minute, 30-minute charts those are the ones that are scared because they're not even doing it right. They're not swing trading. They're not trading in the zone. They've got some system they think they know. It's not a real system, like, right? What we got here is like proven, like the harmonics, the value areas, the confirmation lows, divergencies at these levels, all those things. Yeah, your probability is greater than a coin flip. What they're doing is other people like freaking out, and so they're not doing that. They're just gambling. They don't have a system. And they'll develop bad habits. And when the rug really gets pulled, when the cycle truly is over, they're done. They're going to lose it all. That's right. Pray for Bitcoin, man. for every Bitcoin. Because if Bitcoin hangs on and holds and pivots and rallies later today, all these altcoins are going to be just fine. Bitcoin keeps dumping, goes to 61,788. A lot of these swing lows will get taken out, and it's not going to be as good. We'll have to reassess when it happens.
C2 on Q
Beta long-term uptrend, no problems, dude. Literally no problems. Hold on, I got all my data though. All my charting's done on Binance though. Maybe not. Hold on. Just give me a sec. Let me find it. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, dude. Like that's devastating. Like that. Someone like longing recently in the past couple of days got cleaned out. They probably panicked and sold at a loss. But dude, like eventually, this is probably gonna happen still. You just gotta move it over. Okay. There's no problem on this asset till it falls below 587, 626. This inflection zone is everything. If you hold above that, nothing matters. You're just probably creating like a little harmonic here, like a little M shape. You're above the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. Everything's good, man. Has it broken the previous discernible swing low? No. If it hasn't, the trend is still intact. The trend is still bullish. That is all you need to know. The closer you are to 587, 626, the easier it is to strategize a stop loss and entry. You got really close today. You got to 638, but now you're kind of off of it. That's it. It's bullish, and I think in time, I don't care. I think it's eventually going to go to $11, $20, and $15. You got to give it a month and a half, 2 months. You have to wait. One has to be patient in this market. Everything is set up. Everything's implying much higher levels in time. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even this week, but in the next few months. Yeah. All right. Thank you, dude. Next request was Dot. It was a Dot, man. Goodness gracious. Well, I mean, dude, this one was kind of a trade setup, right? I mean, remember the busted head and shoulders, the divergence on the second low at the inflection point, and that first target was here at like $40, and it's way beyond. It's like just not at any levels and make any sense for a long, even though the trend is still certainly intact. We're talking midterm, short-term trend. I like this one because it kind of double topped and then sold off, and is now just testing that 200 moving average for the first time since October 12th. The 4 hour is still trying to hold above highs from April 3rd. But I think everything's okay on this asset until it falls below 39.60. That's your that's your breaking point, your cutoff point. 39.60, you run the chance of seeing 27.50 very fast. So until you break the previous discernible swing lows, the trend is still bullish. Higher highs, higher lows. When you start making lower lows than previous lows, then the trend could very well be reversing. So it hasn't reversed yet. That's it. Okay, that's your Dot. It's very, very oversold on the 4 hour. The most oversold Dot has been truly, technically, since September of 2020. Dang, man, you got to go back over a year if you wanted to know like the last time the RSI was this low on the 4 hour. Over a year. September 2020. Where's that? September 2020. Damn it, yeah, you got to go way back. Dang, dude, you got to go all the way back here. Jeez. Okay, that's it, man. But what a run it's been on, huh? Yeah, it started with a shark, a bullish shark, falling wedge, breakout. Then the busted pattern we were suspicious of because we knew the trend was bullish. And it held that support for a second time, and sellers were exhausted, and it's run insanely since then. I mean, since that was identified here live on stream, the asset appreciated in value 111% in a little over a month. Who cares if it pulls back now a little bit? Get wrecked for buying this high. Yeah, imagine going long on an asset that is literally at its all-time highs. I mean, that's just not a strategic entry. I don't care who you are. It may break out and you get lucky and it does go in price discovery, but at these levels, this is certainly the price action. You can't expect anything, but certainly you could not be surprised if price action occurred at these levels. That's it. What's up, dude? Yeah, so Marius sure did. Thank you, man. Let's see here. Couple handle, man? Is that a couple handle, man? I don't know, dude. I wouldn't say couple handle. Nah. So there's a level of inflection clearly created initially, it seems, September 18th, 21st, October 9th. You're trying to hold that as support, and there is some hidden bullish divergence there. It's pretty interesting. What's up, Ross, dude? Thank you, man. Roll Tide, yep. We'll look at it. So anything above 75.94 to 8,000 sats is good. Below it, no thank you. I don't want anything to do with the asset below that level because it probably would go down to 4160, lose half its value. But maybe we get lucky and it comes to confirm the bottom, double bottoms. That's what you want as a swing trader. What's up, Anonymous? Thanks for the merchandise purchase, the merch purge. Right, eventually it does this, and this is the swing trader's dream right here. That you get a second low, and then you get divergence on the oscillators at the same time. Confirmation that market participants need to feel confident to place lots of bids all together, and then a huge bounce, and then the mega trend continues, a bullish pattern, a bullish trend. Right, but until then, you just don't know on that first low. So it would be prudent to wait. It would be prudent to wait to see if the asset could ever see 8,000 sats again for a second low, not a first. But yeah, nice to see hidden divergence, continuation implied, rallying, and there's not much here until, you know, probably at least the candle high close of 12,000 sats. That's your XYO. So Dash was next on the list. That on the weekly, who even cares about anything if you're looking at the weekly and it's so good. I can't buy it. Sorry. So yeah, man. I mean, what a pump! And what did it do though? It broke out. It broke 211, and what is it doing? It's actually just back testing what was once a resistance. Look at this. Resistance August 16th. Resistance September 10th, 14th, 16th. Look. Resistance October 21st, 24th, and now maybe, if you're lucky, it could become support, which is extremely good. What was once resistance becomes support. Heck yeah, man. That's what dreams are made of. That's all that's happening on Dash on Zoomed In, and oh no, we've been devastated because we bought randomly in the middle of nowhere at a high of a day. That's stupid. But if you followed the trade setup, you were entering like around like that $197, $200 area, and one has to hold and be patient. Patience. These things are not gonna like play out overnight. Your weekly, forget about it, man. Your weekly's insane. Anything above this high from June of 2019 is monsoon levels. You're above it still, even after all that pullback. It sucks, dude. Welcome to when Bitcoin does that. It's still technically fine. One owns Dash for the next month and a half, 2 months max, $500, $400. Literally doubles in value if one just is patient and holds and waits. Yep. Welcome to it, man. Welcome to momentum shifted. All this accumulation, substantial accumulation. Higher lows, trend is bullish. Hold. One would just do that. Oh, Disney released NFTs? Yeah, because they're like, hey, all these people are making money. We're a company. We got to make money too. Let's do NFTs too and charge a crap load of money for it. All right, that's Disney. Yeah, cool. Good for them. No one cares. Screw their NFTs. Thank you, though. I appreciate the $2 super chat. All right, that was it. That was the last request, and it's beautiful. And nothing's changed from yesterday, except it's just a little... It's lost a little value, all right?
Hey Mitch, have you taken plant medicine? Ayahuasca, San Pedro, Butho.
No, I've not. Thank you, dude. I've not, thanks. Hey, be sure to join the Discord if you haven't yet, okay? You need to. It's like you'll get notified when I go live. I know my alternate account today did not get notified that I went live. So we will ping you if you're in this Discord so you never miss a live stream. Think about Bitcoin's like pumping and it's like 6 a.m. and maybe I'm up and maybe I go live. You will not get notified. So here's the Discord link. I'm spamming it. Go join it. And you get to be connected to a community of like-minded individuals that cares about traditional technical analysis. People who respect the TA. Yeah. Join it, man. Oh wait, that's the YouTube link? What the heck? Oops, my bad, dude. That was wrong.
$50.
Sorry.
Hex USD 4 hours.
I have no idea what I just... Dude, thank you, Ross, man. Yeah, look at Hex. There's your Discord link. Sorry.
Love the mathematical terms. My doctorate is in math. Been through dozens searching but found my home here finally.
Oh.
Thanks.
Dr. Raspberry coming in. Thank you, Doctor. Yeah, it's all... I mean, we respect Fibonacci hard here. I mean, I'm sure other places do too, but this is literally, it is all like cold calculated, robotic, and yeah, like it's just, that's the way it should be. Because when it's not like that, it's just all emotions, like fear and euphoria. No, you can't have that in trading. It must be like an algorithm, like a bot. So whatever. Thank you for finding us, for real. Eventually, higher lows than 60K, all is well. I don't care. If Bitcoin goes to 61,700, you can't be worried. I'm saying that's like some of your worst case. You can't be worried. 200 moving average is still there. Everything's good, man. Weekly is everything. The weekly is, that's where you find your solace. And I did this, I think I did this maybe in October during this candle. People were freaking out. Oh my God, is it over for Bitcoin? It's like, no way, man. It's just an indecision candle. It's like, just zoom out, look at significant time scales and understand like everything's good. You're still up on the week, man. Up on the week by 2%, $1,250. Live streaming to panic. Well, when you're here every day, no matter what's happening in the market, I cannot be put in that category. Yeah, this is like I'm here every day. Same thing. Nothing changes. Okay. Hex, which looked okay earlier. I think it's still okay because it didn't get wrecked by Bitcoin because it is in its own world, kind of. Yeah, Hex is in a very interesting spot, okay? So you go to daily on Hex. Really? I think for real. Oh yeah, I was going on the 12 hour because I like, yeah. Okay, so the 12 hour, really interesting here. Okay, so you got all this divergence, triple bullish divergence on the MACD, some RSI divergence. You're at an inflection point, a real one, not a joke Rudy Poo. There was nothing until this level, 17 cents. And you finally made it after all this time. You made it. But down sloping price contraction, getting closer and closer to the apex. If sellers are implying they're exhausted at this inflection point, there's divergence. This is exactly where an asset could bottom out at and have a more major reversal, or maybe the correction continues, but you can't be surprised if at this level something like this occurs, and maybe, just maybe, it hits those levels and it just comes back down for a double bottom, right? A second test, and that could be actionable. But like, yeah, saying I think this thing is looking closer and closer to some sort of reversal. Remember, this asset has lost from all-time highs of 50.5 cents to its lowest point. It lost 70% of its value in the past 50 days. Okay, when assets do that and they get down these levels and they show exhaustion, they could very well have huge upside days. But again, it may not be that it's going to moon. It just means that finally something gave, right? And everything's implying that kind of on this time scale. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if Hex kind of bounced here for a reaction bounce, not a confirmation low. Just, yep, it might be time here. It kind of makes too much sense, right, on Hex? Yep. Okay, that's it. Oh man, I'm getting hungry again, dude. You know, because dinner time is here. What's up, Ricky Bobby, dude?
Ricky Bobby super chatted $50. Hey brother, can you please check Bitcoin Cash? You probably already did, but I just got in.
We didn't
Thank
yet.
you.
We can. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash, man. You think it's in trouble? You're scared? Oh my God, you're not. You can't be scared. This asset now is doing something potentially amazing. All right, clearly you can see the levels of inflection, at least since January, the beginning of the year. It broke it. It is now attempting to back test that level as support. Good, not bad. Only feels bad if you don't know what's going on the chart. Only feels bad if you FOMO bought into Bitcoin Cash yesterday at $700. That's your own fault. You did the wrong thing doing that. But yeah, this thing looks good. It's uptrending and tons of accumulation going on. You look at the weekly on this, and nothing even happened. The weekly, I think, targets eventually, good God, 1150 plus. 1150, 1400, $1,700. Yeah, this thing, stupid amounts of accumulation. It's uptrending. It had a nice backup. And it's anything above $600 plus or $500 is really, I mean, dude, 600 though. If you're above 650, look left. It's a low from April 2018. It's a high from August 2018, November 2018, a high from January 2021. That's it. If you're above that, you run the chance of having a huge headline day or week where the asset eventually sees 870 very fast. And on the weekly, as you can see, that's not even very strong support resistance. I mean, historically, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. It could go straight up again. 1150 easy, and this is a daily candle high close, whatever. It was a nice target before for us on the way up, like kind of for that buying climax. So I think one has to be bullish. You have to be bullish on this asset, especially above 650, especially. Above 500 is really good too. Spring back test of spring stuff. But man, this is like the last level kind of. So I would say if one owns Bitcoin Cash, they're patient, and within the next month to 2 months, this asset will be substantially higher in price. That's it for your Bitcoin Cash. Thanks, Ricky Bobby. He doesn't know what to do with his hands, man. What is this? Okay, that's it, dude. I mean, like, only for the scared FOMO moon boys was it a bad day. Really bad. I mean, sure, we always want number go up, you know, portfolios hitting all-time highs over and over and over. But, like, dude, you're going to get pullbacks like this. But if you were asking a question, is everything okay? Yes, certainly. Without a doubt, indubitably, everything is okay technically still. That's it. That's like the moral of this entire stream today. The sermon, if you will. So that's it, man. I mean, that's like kind of, we've been live hour and a half. There's no hype. People are scared, but hopefully now they're not near as scared because we presented the new data and nothing really has changed. Not on the big time scales. TGGI is testing a weekly candle high close of 2.2 cents and has not been able to break it yet. What a freaking week though. it ran up to 2.98 cents and has pulled back. That's it on the macro today. It didn't do very well. But if it ever breaks that, good God, I don't even know. Like, there's no, what would be your target? Don't even know, man. But yeah, if it breaks 2.2 cents, the sky's the limit. I think all you can maybe do here, right, reasonably, is high to low it from that high to the correction low. 1272 is 3.2 cents, and then your 1.618 is around 4 cents, 3.9 cents. Those would probably be, that's the only way to kind of target. Dude, things were so illiquid, it was just a straight line down. I mean, it could go insane. It runs all the way up to these next levels. It could, man. It's knocking on the door, isn't it?
For late request.
Yeah, sure.
Can you look at a Tuesday on the 4 hour?
Down 22% of the day.
Good uptrend.
Yeah, but you look at the weekly, none of it matters. Did another set end? Not yet. All right. What's up, Sean, dude? Yeah. We'll look at Avalanche. Is it Avalanche? No, it's ACH is what again? Alchemy Pay, I guess. Well, I mean, clearly, look what it did. There was this, with the little data you have that goes back to September last year. This is weekly, I guess, so it's not a big deal. But that's pretty cool, though, right? You go back to over a year ago, that level was held as support. Look at the spring. Look at engulfed. It broke down. Oh, no, technical breakdown. But then it was not about the breakdown itself. It is always about the immediate fall through price action. What was the immediate fall through price action when it did break down? The next day, bullish engulfing candle, and then spend a couple days back testing that level of support, then another engulfing candle. So that's rejection. It's not about the breakdown itself. It's about your price action immediately afterwards. Immediate fall through was upward, and look where you went. You went straight up to that candle high close from August 6th and no higher. Scan wick up, you tested it, sell orders down, and now you're just kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's not at the top of the inflection point or the bottom anymore. Now it's like in the middle, so it's harder to strategize for an entry and a stop loss. That's it. It would have been tough, man. That'd have been real tough down there, but yeah, that's your ACH. I think Avalanche is AVAX or whatever. Okay, man. So, you know, we're going to deal with ups and downs today. Might not be pretty today. You could sell off, go all the way down to the bottom with that wick again and rally or dump. But like just saying, if you look at the altcoins, one must have conviction on the way they look technically. This happens. It couldn't be eat too easy, man. And we just go back to 2017 to look at right around like the same day years ago. 4 years ago, right? 4 years ago, there was a 30% drawdown in that crazy uptrend on Bitcoin. 30%. This was like 6% swing or whatever. Not even close to the same. Before it pivoted, rallied, and went to $20,000. You just can't be nervous here, okay? All right. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Maybe tomorrow it'll be a better day. So until then, respect the T. Okay.
am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Practical dip.
I don't know, sir.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.